My dear, you know that current is a rate of flow of charge dq by dt, isn't it? More technically, current is the rate of flow of charge passing through a given reference point or crossing a given reference plane per unit time. For example, let us say charge is flowing like this. Charge is flowing through this region like this. That means current is present. So if I want to represent this current, current is rate of flow of charge passing through a given reference point or crossing the given reference plane. So for representing the current for this movement of charge, I have to assume a reference point or reference plane as like this. And my dear, the total charge crossing this plane normally per unit time is called as current. Again I am repeating, the total charge crossing this plane normally, that means perpendicular to this plane, per unit time is called as current. You know, in field theory, unlike your network theory, current is more generically used. We are not interested in the current of the complete medium or complete material. Rather, we are interested in the event happening at a point. So here we define a new concept called as current density. And it is defined as current per unit cross-sectional surface. Again, I am repeating, current density, which is J, it is defined as current per unit cross-sectional surface or per unit cross-sectional area. My dear, recall that. How did we define the current? How did we define current? We said that current is a rate of flow of charge passing normally through the cross-sectional surface. Yes or no? Current is rate of flow of charge passing normally through the cross-sectional surface, normally through that cross-sectional plane. So J is that current per unit cross-sectional surface. So for example, if I consider infinitesimal case, if I consider infinitesimal current delta I through the infinitesimal cross-sectional surface delta S, then current density according to its definition is defined as delta I upon delta S. J is current per unit cross-sectional area, isn't it? Its unit will be very simple, ampere per meter square. So J is delta I upon delta S. So delta I di equal to J into delta S. So you know, if in the question you are known with J, current density, then you can find differential current as like this, delta I equal to J into delta S. So of course you can find out the total current by applying the surface integration over the given cross-sectional surface. So you can easily find out the total current if you know the current density J. So again I am repeating, J is the current density, which is rate of flow of charge per unit area. That means current per unit cross-sectional area. My dear, this current density, current per unit cross-sectional area, it is defined as a vector quantity having direction same as the movement of the charge, movement of the positive charge. Again I am repeating, J, current density, is a vector quantity having direction same as the movement of the positive charge. That means J vector is pointing along the velocity vector or velocity of the positive charge. And you know, you can realize this statement very easily. Let us assume that the charge is flowing along the x-axis, as you can see from your screen. Let us assume that charge having volume charge density rho v is moving along the x-axis. Let us say it is moving along the x-axis with velocity v. It is crossing the cross-sectional surface, as you can see from your screen. So my dear, current for this case, current according to the normal definition, it is written as delta Q upon delta T, dQ by dt, rate of flow of charge, isn't it? So what is delta Q? It is the total charge that has crossed the cross-sectional surface in time delta T. Am I right? According to the definition of the current, what is delta Q? It is the total charge that is crossing this cross-sectional surface, cross-sectional area in time delta T. My dear, let us assume that the charge traveled the distance of delta x in time delta T after crossing this cross-sectional surface. So you can say that our charge delta Q is present in this volume. Yes or no? Let us assume that the charge has traveled distance delta x in time delta T after crossing the cross-sectional surface. So this delta Q is present in this volume. So you can easily write delta Q. We have assumed the volume charge density rho V. And you can easily check out volume for this reason is S. S is nothing but the cross-sectional surface. And that distance, that is delta x. So you can easily write down delta Q, total charge present in this volume. That is volume charge density rho V into this volume. Now, my dear, so our current becomes, as you can see from your screen. So let us take area of cross section S to the left hand side. So the left hand side becomes current upon S, that is current per unit cross sectional surface. What is current per unit cross sectional surface? What is current per unit cross sectional area? We have just defined it is the current density. So the left hand side is J, and what is on the right hand side? It is rho V, delta x upon delta t, dx by dt. What is dx by dt, my dear? We have assumed that charge is moving along the x-axis. So dx by dt is nothing but the velocity of the charge. So from this expression, you can clearly observe that J, current density, depends on two factors. That is rho V, volume charge density, and second factor is velocity. According to the convention, for defining the current, we always consider the flow of positive charge. So this V is nothing but the velocity of the positive charge. So as I just said, J or current density depends on two factors, and as I just said, it is a vector having direction same as the movement of the positive charge. Now, one interesting point is worth noting here. My dear, initially I have told you that if we are given with J, if we are known with J, current density, then we can easily find the total current by taking its surface integration over the required cross-sectional surface. I have told you initially like this, isn't it? But my dear, for that we have considered a standard case, normal case. Generally, normally for defining the current, it is assumed that charge is crossing normally through the cross-sectional surface. It is assumed that in a standard case, charge is passing normally, passing perpendicular through the cross-sectional surface, as like this. J, it is a current density, it is a vector, we have just described that, having direction same as the flow of the charge. ds, that is the differential surface, it is also the vector having direction perpendicular to all surface. We have seen this concept in the basic lectures of surface integration. So J is a vector, ds is also the vector, and for the standard case, we assume the situation like this. That means charge is passing normally through the given cross-sectional surface. So as you can clearly observe from the figure, for the standard case, the angle between J vector and ds vector is 0. Yes or no? But my dear, what if the charge is not passing normally through the cross-sectional surface. That means, what if the angle between the J and ds is not 0? It is other than 0, as like this. Let us say the angle between J and ds is theta. So my dear, in such case, we take the integration of J cos theta. We get the component of the J along the ds, and the total current is obtained as like this. We take the surface integration of J cos theta. We take the component of the J along the ds. Because recall the definition of the current very carefully, my dear. In standard case, how current is defined? It is the rate of flow of charge passing normally through the given cross-sectional surface. That means we want the component of J along the ds vector. Component of J along the ds vector. So if theta is the angle between them, its component along ds vector is J cos theta. Very, very simple. Yes or no? So if the charge is not passing normally through the given cross-sectional surface, or in other words, if the angle between J and ds vector, J vector and ds vector, it is other than 0, let us say any angle, theta, then the total current is obtained as like this, or more sophisticatedly as like this, because cos theta is J ds cos theta. J is a vector, ds, it is also the vector, theta is the angle between them. So you can easily take this current as like this, surface integration of J dot ds, isn't it?